much, viewers. It's a wonderful session another time again. We are having this on Winga Talks and
Mengesa Legal Talks.
As usual, I'm sure now, by now, we don't need to introduce ourselves.
Yes.
So, how have you been?
I'm good. How are you?
Are you sure you're good?
I'm very fine.
Are you sure? Are you
You can just see I'm very fine.
Yeah. Okay, let's get into the show. That's for another day. So today we are talking about wills. No, we're not just not the wills. We are talking about will.
Last will and testament.
Thank you. So, Council, what is a will?
So a will, in brief, it's the last wishes of a person, like of how they want their property to be disposed of, how or be distributed among the dependents, friends upon their death.
After they have left.
Yeah, it's a legal instrument. Yeah, that indicates what you want to happen to your property upon your death. Yeah, okay. Your last wishes.
Your last wishes.
Right.
So, okay, we'll get to understand that. So basically, most of the time we talk about, did he write a will? Has he written a will?
Yeah.
And sometimes when people, and I'm sure there are both dangers and the pros and cons of having a will, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
but I think the pros outweigh the cons, because a will, it's really, when you breathe your last, you breathe life into your will. So like you'll still be in control of your property, even in your death, But if you just die without leaving a will, you won't be in control of how your property will be distributed, because now the court will be in charge of distributing the property on your behalf. Yes.
So the court can decide to do how they deem fit.
No, not how they deem fit. They will just follow the law, the Succession Act, to distribute your property to your dependents. But probably, maybe you have a slave queen somewhere and they have your child, and you want this child to
benefit,
to inherit, yeah. So you can bequeath them some of your properties in the will. But if you do not have a will, then it will be very difficult for this. Yes, the law provides for children out of wedlock, but it's very easy for you to bequeath them whatever you want in the will, as opposed to them fighting with your family for that property.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, that's very powerful. So basically, if you're talking about, you mentioned something on the will, last will and testament.
Yeah.
What do you mean testament? For someone who does not really understand.
It's just a last will and testament. What you
testify.
Your wishes. What you wish to happen to your property.
Yes. So basically the point is, don't get so much big about it.
Yeah.
It's just,
and people are usually secretive. Like you can, let's say both women and men, because in this time and era, both genders are educated, and you see they are working and investing and whatnot. So the other gender might decide to invest without informing the other one, and upon your death, your family members might fail to know some of the properties you own. Yeah, but writing a will enable you to list all your properties and make sure that your family or your beneficiaries benefit from your estate.
Actually, there's a lot of unclaimed assets.
Your property might end up forming part of the unclaimed assets.
Unclaimed assets, and actually there are some of the things that the government gives us grants or stuff like that, and they're just people that will benefit from your hard-earned money. Especially for us men, we tend to really hide things, and just not sure. So basically, what are the requirements of doing a will for someone who thinks, okay? And maybe before we go to that point, at what point should someone do a will?
So anyone can prepare a will as long as they are of sound mind and they are above 18 years, like 18 years and above. A minor cannot prepare a will. A person with a mental disability cannot prepare a will. So let's say if you are very sick and you are not in your right mind, sometimes a person can get very sick until they get delirious, and they can like that can make you think that Elisha's property is your own, and you bequeath what is not even yours. So yeah, or it can make you eliminate some of the beneficiaries, like fail to bequeath them anything. Yeah, and that is a basis for your will being challenged.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have to be of sound mind, an adult, and in Kenya, an adult is a person of 18 years and above. Yes, and you have to be
right mental state.
Yes, yeah, to prepare the will. Yeah, so don't go taking bottles and bottles of alcohol, and then you sit down and write away. Yeah.
So basically, you've mentioned something on challenging the will. I don't want us to delve into that for today. I think that
we can talk about that in our next session.
In our next session, how you can be able to challenge it, and stuff like that. So basically, what are the requirements?
I've just told you the requirements.
No, this is the condition. You've mentioned the condition. Is there any other requirement that somebody needs to do a will? As for example, I want now to do a will, apart from my mental and let me say mental age and all this.
At least you must have some property that you intend to bequeath, because if you do not have anything to your name, then why would you be writing a will?
My table, my chair.
That is something. That is a property. Even you can even bequeath your household items.
Yes, my spoon, my blanket, my clothes, my.
So
shoes. You
must have property or items that are capable of being bequeathed, because you cannot bequeath let's say insurance policies, because when you're taking up like life insurance, you list your dependents, like
so already it's like when you're taking it
once you die, they will
take over automatically.
Yes, it's automatic. So you cannot outdo that by writing a will. Yes.
So you can only do a will on maybe money in the bank.
Yes, money in the bank, a house, movable assets,
a car,
fixed assets that are not
company.
Yes, even a company, shares in a company. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow, that is powerful. Where I come from, when you die, your uncles come, as they cry, they go inside, they pick your coat.
Yeah.
Somebody comes.
And they can even chase away your wife or your husband and take over your property. So it is good to write a will.
If it's a lady, their sisters, they are coming to bury their sister. They take all the clothes.
Oh my God, that's really sad.
So what are the benefits of having a will?
So the benefits of having, one of the benefits is you'll still be in control even after you die. Yeah. So all your beneficiaries will be taken care of. And let's say you want to gift someone. Let's say I was very impressed with how Haiba Bakila was producing our show, and I want to gift him my car. I will gift him in my will.
I wish you do that.
Yeah, I'll gift it. You can. You remain in control. And second, it helps to prevent unnecessary disputes. Because if you have a will, a well-drafted will, a legal will, and you appoint an executor who will take care of your estate after you die, they just go to court to
execute.
To like for probate. Which will help to enforce it.
Yes.
But if you don't have a will, you have to go through the intestate. Your family will have to go through the intestate process. Yes, which will take time. If you have children in school fees, in school
that you need
who are in need of school
fees.
Actually,
for the full grant is always like a year or so.
Yeah, and if it's contested, it can take years and years in court.
Because in fact, just the normal process takes around 1 year plus. Yes, if I'm not wrong. Now, if you are to do an ad litem again, it's like around 3 months, something like that. That is, an ad litem is, you have urgent issues, you want to get some money,
medical emergencies, school fees, you can file for a grant ad litem. Yeah, for you to be allowed to access with the restrictions. Limited access.
You are given limited access.
Yes. So another benefit is the way I had indicated earlier, like you list all your properties in the will. Yeah, because your family might not be aware of everything that you own. Yeah, and then you can take care of all your dependents. Even if, let's say if you had a child out of wedlock, you can name them in the will. Yeah. And you avoid this scenario of slay queens showing up in your funeral with children unannounced.
Thank God in Kenya the government repealed that. You know, nowadays you cannot stop the burial and start saying it's me, whatever.
Yeah.
If you got if the child happened and you are not able to sort yourself with the guy when he was alive, please keep silent.
Yeah.
Stop
and sometimes,
embarrassment.
like in some circumstances, you can state who you want to be the guardian of your children upon your death.
Okay.
And you can also express your wishes of what you want to be done by you, what you want your family to do with your body upon your death. But if you make very unrealistic, if you give unrealistic conditions, the court can dismiss those. Yeah, if you say I want my body to be placed on the dining table. Yeah.
So basically, okay.
The court may dismiss such
requests.
Yes.
May not be granted.
Yeah. And then another thing, you have to bequeath a property that belongs to you. You cannot bequeath someone like your neighbor's property, you know, or your brother's property. Yes, it has to be your own property.
Your own property. Thank you very much, viewers. As you're following this, we are doing this live from Pets.